Alright, we're back with some more Astria Ascending. Last time we went into the dungeon, and we figured out how the warp telepoints work. And it looks like we can actually teleport back into the swamps from the city itself, so that's pretty nice. Make sure we zap them. Been a little bit of a minute since we played the last one, so I'm gonna have to remember everything again. Do we have anything we can steal from you that's good? We actually got it on the first try. We got a potion. I don't know, that I'm not convinced on steal being that great of a thing. I mean, you get some free items here and there, but like it generally doesn't work, at least that I find. So it's kind of it's a bit hit and miss, that's for sure. You're physically defensive, but you got like 0 magic resistance, if I remember correctly. Should probably just go ahead and taunt you here. I think I want to turn this guy into a token if at all possible. We're getting better RNG so far this game. Or I should say this playthrough. This episode? Probably better to say this episode. Because, yeah, we had been missing like every attempt on those up until that point. Not really sure why nobody actually didn't attack there. I guess it's because of the preemptive strike, so we had a whole turn ahead of them, right? That makes way more sense. Alright, fair enough. Had to think about it for a second. It was like, oh yeah, preemptive strikes are a thing.
Okay, it's on.
Not lucky enough on that one. Well, it would be nice if we could just get rid of these guys. I think they did relatively well as well in the Jester game. And our summoner is already mostly dead. That's great. That was definitely meant to be a heal. It did not turn out that way, but it was meant to be a heal. It's the thought that counts and all that, right? Well, if those guys are going to be using Omni attacks, I really don't have much of a choice in terms of who I taunt here. Try and go for the token again. This time we'll do it on the one with the most HP, just to see if we can get him out of the way. No such luck. You got a crit. That's not what you want to see. Okay, everybody's targeting you. I do not want that, so you gotta go. I really got no multi-person cures right now, which is not fantastic, as you could probably imagine. I just need them to live with a little bit of HP, since our MP doesn't regenerate while we're in here, so as long as I can keep their MP up, it won't be as bad. Every time, man. Every time. I don't really know what I expect out of it, but I mean, come on, man. Force is neutral, so it's not going to do much to the armored guy there. This'll hurt a little bit, though. We could just burn all our focus and probably one-shot this guy. It doesn't carry over from battle to battle, from what I remember. Yeah, just straight up one-shot him. Okay, and then we got a crit there. And apparently we got some achievement for it. I don't really know what the achievements are in this game. Apparently they're a thing. I haven't really looked into them, but apparently we got one, so I'll take it. This is the warp point. He's like, nah, I can't let you through here. Did I not pick the original right warp point? I did. I just apparently picked the original first teleport. That was absolutely not what was supposed to happen, but we got a chest out of it. And some defensive item there, some robes, probably for one of our mages, maybe our summoner. Alright, can't do anything about that, at least currently. Can I jump and shoot this? I can.
Let's go wild.
We'll just keep trying to pick up tokens where we can get them. I imagine the Jester game might play a little bit more into the overall play of this game, so At the very least, we can get ourselves some better tokens, and, you know, maybe win a little more often would be great. Oh, man. Should be enough to one-shot him, and it did. Always helps when you get the crit. Thankfully, we resisted a good amount of that damage. I was thinking of stealing, but I mean, we may as well just try and go for the token. Alright, well, you know, can't say we didn't try it, fair least.
My turn. Yeah. Ready.
Did get the slow on him, not that it really matters when we just crit him. Not sure why our tank is getting so many crits. Like, I'm all for it, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of wondering why, why he actually is getting so many crits. That's locked, so we can just keep making our way down here. I don't think there was anything through the fall there that I could have necessarily gotten, so I think we're good up until this point. You guys don't have to be so tanky. They have so much HP in comparison to me. I hate that off the attack. Just being able to target everyone when I have nothing similar to it is very painful.
Leave it to me.
Guess we want the slow slash. If we can just kill them off, it's really what we're looking for here. Okay. We haven't gotten this many crits in like forever, and we got a successful token transformation. Oh man, you'll love to see it. Why couldn't I get this lucky in the last couple of episodes? Our RNG in the last couple of episodes has been terrible, but now it's working out for us. We got him again. Nice. It's just a very cheap way of killing them, you know, because it's essentially an insta-kill. We get a token out of it. We may or may not get XP out of it, not entirely sure, but I mean, it's like a 5-mana kill. Especially at this point when we have no mana to our name, really. It's like, why would you not, right? And if you miss at this point, it's like, well, at least I got something out of it. Our summoner does like 0 physical damage with their basic attack. That's not surprising, but it's also something to keep in mind. We got everything from there. We hit the teleport up there already. We should be good to continue forward here.
We'll be at the temple soon.
I'm sure nothing will stand in our way,
You were right about the
as it
harmony
is with
echo.
entering
It's the
hidden
same as the
temples.
ones we've been fighting in these wetlands.
Really, Alec? You didn't believe me before?
Well, you are just a child. And a Pesca.
Hush.
Roasted?
I've grown a lot in the last 2 years and 9 months. I fought alongside you, gained power and knowledge. But you still cling to past prejudices and treat me like some silly child. I guess you can't help it, though. What they say must be true. Age makes everyone dim-witted and slow to recognize change.
Roasted?
Well, you do have a point there.
I'm not old yet.
Cut it out already. I can't force you to get along, but at least stop picking fights with each other.
Let's go.
Yeah, sorcerer man, let's go. Let's just keep.
Sure as fuck.
Ancient temples always are.
Let's keep jumping our way across here. Not really seeing anything too particular here, so we'll probably just go ahead and check from here. That looks like something I'll have to interact with at some point. Maybe it'll end up being like an elevator or something. Should probably take care of these regular fights while we have the health and whatnot to do so. We did get the preemptive strike, which is apparently going to be a very good thing because, wow, there's a ton of these dudes. Unfortunate that we got the miss there. Alright, so we just want to clear these dudes out. I think the tails are the ones that specifically have access to the Talon skill. So I do want to get rid of those if we can, just to reduce some of the elemental damage we'll be taking. Why some have the manticore tail as opposed to the others, I really don't know. Alright, well. I wish it actually gave me like a number percentage chance on how accurate that skill was rather than me having to guess it. I missed? Oh man. Oh, I guess these guys can use Talon as well. It makes sense. I mean, the name is still considered the same, except their model here is different for whatever reason. Alright, well, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever time the charm was. It was just getting me hyped up, that's what it was. The tokens were coming fast until we get into an actual fight, and now they're just nowhere to be seen. She's one of our heavier hitters, so we'll definitely save her hits for some of the more healthy characters there. That drain hit is not very strong, so we don't have to worry about that all too much. See if we can get another token out of them. We did steal from these guys before, but I don't think they gave us anything far too fantastic, so I don't feel the need to necessarily. Our summoners really got no mana at this point, so we're kind of just using base attacks with her. Not that it really matters too much at this point, like this fight's pretty much over. But definitely something that gets there for later. Did I miss like every token attempt in this fight? Holy. Luck's already running out. Probably should have gave everybody a little bit more mana, but that's okay. We'll make it work. By we'll make it work, I mean we'll just switch people out. There.
It's battle time. My turn.
Nothing did extra special damage to you guys, so we'll just hit you hard. We missed the slow on him. We did get the damage. Right? Wall is just physical defense, or it might be physical and magical defense.
Leave it to me.
Should be able to get rid of this guy.
This ends now.
So now we actually have access to the lightning skill here. Let's see if that'll actually work. Or if they're actually weak to it, I should say. Apparently they missed on one of them, but we did get the lightning strike, which did give a weakness. Which means we get some extra focus on our attacks here, so we should be able to blow somebody up with it. Like if we go full focus this dude, it should hurt quite a bit. Yeah, 966 damage, that's pretty good. I don't know if this is gonna kill, but with 2 focus, it should be close. Yep, we were able to break through the wall and got him. We got a remedy, which don't really mean too much for us, but at least it's something. I keep forgetting to switch these 2 out. Like, actually switch up the character setup, so that way they don't keep appearing in this first lineup, so we don't have to do that set.
We've got this. Leave it to me.
That's okay. It won't really matter too much. We might take a little bit of extra damage, but unless they actually one-shot us, we just regen all our health anyways.
My turn.
I kind of wonder if our tank has inherent, like, provoke. Not like an actual provoke, but just like a higher likelihood of them actually attacking the character just for existing sort of ordeal. Nyx is lightning, so you should die here, I think. Oh, yeah. Our sorcerer hits real hard on those weaknesses when we can actually get the weakness. Circlet, we got some robes, we got a circlet now. I probably should be equipping these things. I don't feel that it's too necessary at the moment here. If we're gonna switch up the line, we should do it right now. Well, we're not actually in combat here. I do like the Fencer a lot. The Fencer is just very versatile with the physical and magical damage.
Leave it to me.
Alright. You don't have any mana, which we knew going into it. You just hit hard enough that I'm not too worried about it. Were you guys weak to fire? I don't remember. Well, we're about to figure it out. Presumably, yes, right? Like, based on the character look, but you never know. Okay, crit for 724. Love to see it. This is our actual mage. He should be able to one-shot. I don't think we have to use all our focus here. Oh, jeez. We absolutely destroyed him. We probably didn't even have to use that much focus. Did he actually give the wall to the Manticore there? He did. Interesting. Okay. I thought you could only apply it to yourself, but apparently you can use it on different characters. Thankfully, focus is just like really broken in this game from the looks of it, and we can kind of just bully him for it. As expected, our sorcerer does like next to no physical damage, but the magic skill is very strong. Alright, so that leads us up to the left. We've also got this little area down here and off to the right, so we'll check out this side first, I guess. This area is massive. There was a way to look at the map. I don't essentially remember it right now, but I don't remember the map being fantastic, so yeah. Did he get the attack first, even though I was the one that hit them? Alright. Alright, we'll get crit. I remember what works on this guy. May as well try lightning. I mean, he's in battle armor, right? He resisted the physical, but he was weak to the lightning. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes which one is the actual elemental damage versus the physical. They probably proc the same way every time, I just hadn't really looked into it. Well, we can climb up this way. I don't suppose you got a chest for me up here? Beautiful.
What could it be?
Looks like an actual weapon as well. Now that you might be able to interest me in. Not a weapon for you. Did we get anything else we could put on you here? Not necessarily. Okay. Weapon, no. We can put the circlet on for you, which gives you +5 magical defense. I mean, sure, I guess. You're probably already relatively magically tanky to begin with, so I'm not sure you necessarily need it, but I think you're the only one that could equip it at the moment, so... Can anybody else be equipped with anything? You can actually use the robe. And the robe makes you weak to ice, but resistance against water. Well, I guess they're using water at the moment, so it's probably better that we throw that on you for the time being. Now, we did get this weapon, and it's actually for this guy right here. The scepter is believed to have come to this area from space during a star shower that lasted an entire night. +6 magic, +2 strength. +6 magic seems pretty good. You could also equip the circlet, but I think you'll be fine without it. You have the same robe, so you don't necessarily need that. Anything else with you? No? Alright. Alright, so we got a decent weapon there. +6, considering where we're at in the game is not bad. Can I go in the water? I can definitely not go in the water. Alright, well, looks like I can't go that way just yet. So we still have that path up to the top left, or we can potentially fall down? Okay, no, we just got the option of going to the top left. I don't believe we actually lose anything by just falling into those traps for no reason. So I think we're okay for that just happening. It's just kind of just don't fall in forehead sort of thing. But I haven't noticed it actually negatively affect us instead of just doing it.
No! Where's the harmony in that?
Alright, this should get the warp set up. Which is good, because then we can just warp back to the city, and then we can get our magic restored, and then we can immediately go back over here once it is restored. I kind of wish it just did it instantly instead of just making it regenerate. Not that it necessarily takes that long, but we also don't have that much to begin with. Looks like we're at the 3rd of 4 teleports, so we're getting relatively close to presumably the end of this dungeon. Everybody just healed back up, so we're able to spam skills as needed. Probably a worthwhile thing that we went ahead and went back and got that magic, because usually whenever they throw in a cutscene like this, they tend to throw things at us.
There it is. That's Anun, Astrae of the Pisces temple.
Wouldn't want to mess with something that looks like that.
The Astrae keep watch over us for the Arbiters. Each of the 12 Arbiters left one Astrae behind. And they say the statue comes to life when evil is near.
You're brilliant as ever. Enlighten us. What is this evil?
It's the evil that destroys harmony, of course.
Hopefully that's loud enough for you guys. I tried to turn it up there, but it
You
ended up
mean
being
the
towards the
Pisces?
end.
How dare you!
Well, it was the Pesca town that was attacked. Objectively speaking, it doesn't look good for their innocence.
Fine, I'll prove the Pescas aren't to blame, and I expect an apology when I do.
I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. It's not like you just attacked that area. Physical, water, fire, earth, wind. Yeah, you right. Okay. Ice, lightning, dark, light. Yeah, you right. Positive status effects: regen, HP up, MP up, courage increases strength, spirit magic. So basically everything you would expect from like the turn-based strategies, right? Like you got all your buffs for all your different things. Strength, defense, all that good stuff. So wall is defense, shell is magical defense, makes sense. Haste, accurate, sharp is evasion. Alright. Lucky increases target's luck. That's interesting. You can actually outright increase your luck through some way. Resist reduces damage, nullify, absorb. Yeah, we know. Stun prevents from acting. Curse prevents the target's Cosmo Break gauge to fill and use of Cosmo Break. We keep getting that mentioned, yet we have never actually ran into the use of our Cosmo Break yet, so I'm not exactly sure how that works yet, but I'm sure we'll learn in time. Doom kills the target after 5 turns. I'm sure that definitely won't be used against us at some point. Okay. So Doom is an insta-kill after 5 turns. That's concerning. Unfocus prevents the target from using focus and focus points. Okay. Annoying, but not like necessarily game-breaking just yet. Demoted prevents the target's support abilities from taking effect. Interesting. Confuse, HP down, MP down, and then you got all the debuffs here. Weak outright makes the target weak to an element. Now that's interesting. So you just outright make somebody weak. That could be an extremely good debuff
Did this
for us,
statue just
though.
move? Is that even possible?
Well, okay then. That's somebody.
What's going on? Are we the evil?
Well, that seems to be the thing that's getting suggested here, so yeah, maybe, just maybe. Alright, let's see how dark damage does to him here. Dark damage neutral, figured as much. How about lightning? Lightning, he's actually weak to. I generally expected that, but it's always good that, you know, make sure that he actually is. Wow, that hurt a lot, okay. This is our sorcerer user here, so we want to really just bump up his magic and absolutely wreck him right here. Yeah, hit him for like almost 2k with that. Alright, we probably want to switch you out for like a healer or something at this point, because you got absolutely wrecked right there. Jeez. Everybody's so weakened because of that, mate. We could run double healer, question mark? Yeah. That'll be interesting. We could just have you play support through items here, which is not exactly how you want that to go, but considering you just hit everyone for damage, I've got much of a choice in the matter here. Alright, just keep spamming him with lightning attacks. Eventually he's gonna go down. In theory, we have the taunt on him. In theory. I'm gonna just use the taunt again, just in case. I still don't really know how taunt necessarily works, unless it's guaranteed to hit, and it just doesn't actually show up on him, which seems a little weird. But, what do I know, right? Rolling mine. Did he confuse me there? I guess he did, huh? That's unfortunate, because now she's actually down, which means I'm not gonna get the XP for her unless I go out of my way to revive her, which is kind of annoying. Omni water. Okay, well, if I just keep getting spammed with AoE attacks when I have no AoE heal, I'm just gonna outright die here. There's really not much I have against that, as of so far. So I just gotta keep spamming potions, I guess. It's not ideal.
I'm ready.
I do need to revive him at some point, but then again, once I revive them, is he not just gonna instant down him, since it seems like every attack he does is AoE? Alright, well, let's see if we can keep some of you guys alive at least. That's potion plus, it's 50%. I'm hoping with the regular potion here, you should be well off enough to live through this, because it's gonna hurt. Alright, we need you to just wreck this guy. You and the fencer need to do all the damage. My tank is basically useless if I can't actually use it to, you know, actually tank is the thing, so I may as well just switch it out at this point and just throw in like 2 healers. Although I guess you can heal, and you won't outright die to things.
This ends now.
1 Nyx for the damage. Good damage. That kill right there does beautiful. Although our feather lady isn't going to get the XP for that, which is unfortunate.
The served the arbiters, right? You think it's okay we defeated it like that?
It had to be done. Or are you saying it was our duty to let it kill us?
Of course not.
Oh,
That kind of seemed
how
to be what
beautiful
you're
this must
suggesting.
be. Yes, there's no doubt about it.
What is this light that's made you so happy, my dear?
An emblem.
What's an emblem?
If someone with my abilities uses its power, I'll be able to summon an Astrae during battle.
You're going to be able to summon that
It's
guy
something
during a
incredible,
battle?
But no
Okay.
demigod has ever tried it.
That's my brilliant Alasia for you. First demigod in history to summon the Astrae.
Okay, that could make summons much
Only we
better
had
than what
known
we have
sooner.
so far. I'll take
We're
it.
the 333rd, so that means there have been 1,000 years worth of demigods before us, right?
Is that how that works?
How are we the
I suppose
first
if
in
they die off
1,000
every 3 years.
to possess this skill?
And when it's almost curtains for us too.
Let's think of it this way. The Astrae called us here to receive this power.
As a reward.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it.
an omen of the unprecedented dangers that await.
Yeah, that's probably more of what it actually is.
I am a pessimist at heart.
We realized.
Yeah, noted, but also you
did
probably
mention there
right.
would be a gift from the arbiters within each temple.
And naturally, we'll go and receive these gifts, right?
Of course, that's how that works. Summoning Astraes. As a summoner, she can summon Astraes on the battlefield. When summoned, an Astrae will replace the entire group. They have HP and abilities like any character. The difference is that their abilities require focus points to be used. Make sure to summon one at the right moment. It'll leave when it has no focus points left or when its HP reaches 0. Okay, so if you want to use those, you have to have heavy focus at the time in order to make real use of them. Got it. Everybody just got rezzed from that fight. Nobody actually leveled up from that, but since you were dead at the time, yeah, you're slightly behind in the XP department there, unfortunately.
We've got this.
My turn.
Fallen air sorcerers and a ginger. Okay.
What was that?
You're good against Dark. That's unfortunate for me. Omni Walker. Okay, you know, all of you guys with your Omni skills have got to go.
Like that?
I missed. Oh, here we go. Presumably lightning would be good against you, based on the design you got going on there, and that appears to be the case. So let's just nuke you before you can do anything too terribly to me with those Omni skills. So Omni apparently is just broken. Figured that was about to do as neutral as it could be. Alright, all of you have Omni skills. Everybody's gotta go. If you're using wind, presumably fire's gonna be good against you. Even though it looks like both of you have magical shell on you, which is unfortunate. But, you know, if you just one-shot them forehead, then it doesn't really matter now, does it? Hit you with fire. I mean, you're a sorcerer anyway, so the physical damage wouldn't do all too much. You should just be dead here. I probably could have attempted to turn those guys into tokens if I had originally put our thief in here. Which maybe I will. Feather Lady, you can go out for the time being, just so that way we can make some more tokens out of these guys since they're newer. Assuming there's anything else we can really do in this area. Not really sure where that ended up putting us. I guess I'll go left first because there's an enemy here. Sure, why not? That's a big dude right there. I suppose you would want to be kind and just transform this guy immediately, would you? You're immune to it. Okay, interesting. Well, if that's the case, you gotta go. That kill, it does. Our sorcerer's immediately out of mana. Well, you knew this was coming when you spammed skills the way that we were. We'll switch you out with you for the time being. I have to imagine if the other guy was immune to the token effect that you probably will be as well. But you know I gotta try it. I mean, come on, man. This dude is a token? It said miss, which means in theory we can actually turn this guy into a token. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna defend and hope for the best right now. Which is, you know, not necessarily what you'd consider ideal, but something tells me making a token of this guy would be fantastic. You're using Omni skills, or an attack that can hit everybody. I hate that idea. I don't know how long we could brawl with this guy, so ideally the quicker I can turn him into a token, the better. But if we're just gonna keep trying to turn him into a token, then everybody can go ahead and just guard up here. Alright, casting regen at full HP don't really hurt us too much. It says miss, which means it's not immune to it, so we can, in theory, get it. It's just, you know, a matter of if our RNG is actually good enough to make that happen. Which at this point is always debatable, so... Ow, can you not? Every time, man. It builds you up for that little bit of hope that you're gonna hit the token proc, and then it just doesn't happen. I probably should have just cured right there. Our MP's not too crazy of an issue for us. That did like 0 damage with our guard, considering how much it normally hits for us. I'll take it. Never lucky, man. Never lucky. Our healer, unsurprisingly, heals for quite a bit there. I wonder if HP actually increases the token chance. Nothing that we've seen so far suggests that, but I mean, if it works, you know, similar to the Pokemon, then, you know, maybe, just maybe. Alright, well, you know. Alright, everybody just keep defending. I just want to see what him as a token would actually do for us, because it seems like he would be a good one to have in the Jester game if he can get him. Not that he's exactly making it easy on us here. Everybody just keep guarding while we make this attempt happen. You crit me while guarding? You can do that? Apparently you can get crit while you're guarding. Alright, fair enough. You would think it would protect you against critical hits. At least I would have assumed that would be what happened, but apparently not. Just heal everybody up. That was slightly lower, and we'll keep trying this token. I'm committed. I'm committed at this point, man. We're turning this guy into a token. I don't care how long it takes to happen. You're getting turned into a token, whether you like it or not. I'm sure there's probably like a trophy too for like having all the tokens and whatnot, presumably, so may as well get that started while we're here, huh? Alright, you get in the token. Oh, come on, man.
Here we go. Let's see.
This ends now.
You and your Omni attacks. Get out of here. Alright, come on. Token time, baby. Come on. Hit it. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me, man. Just go ahead and throw our heals out there, everybody, while we're here.
Ready for action.
You think guarding would actually, you know, mitigate more damage than what it actually does? Like, 20% isn't bad, but it's also not fantastic either.
Let me help. All yours. You're a lifesaver. Let's see.
Alright, everybody just keep guarding it up. We're gonna make it happen. I'm far too invested at this point. Like, this has to happen. You gotta be kidding me, man. We've tokened people at full HP before, like multiple times, so it's not like we can't get him at full HP. I don't know if it lowers the chances, or if the chances are actually just that bad. You think if it would lower the chances, they would actually tell you that? Come on now, there we go, finally. That took way longer than it needed to, but we got him. We did get XP for doing it as well. We can go through this door. Is there a reason to go through this door? So we went to the left originally. We'll check out the right, and then if the right doesn't have anything, we can just go left. It looks like there would be something here based on the light, but maybe not. So there's left or right. We could go through a door, or we could go through this path. I guess we'll go through the door, question mark? Because, I mean, we originally came through this one. While over there leads the other thing. I don't know. What's the map looking like? It doesn't look like there's actually a way out on the right side, at least based on what the map is showing there, if I'm reading it correctly, so we may as well check out the right side. That missed? And then I pressed the wrong button to jump. Ah, well. No preemptive for us, unfortunately. I forgot to give you mana again. So it doesn't work on the actual human guys there, but it would work on the water spirit lady looking thing. I forgot to switch out our sorcerer because this man has no mana. Our fencer should be able to fight through just about anything through the fact that they've got physical and magical damage. Our tanks can chill. Our sorcerer can be switched out. We'll switch him out to our... good question. We'll switch him out to our feather lady? Sure, why not? She does damage. We do actually need to give you another feather, so that way we can start tokening people again.
Leave it to me.
So we're just gonna clear out these mages here, and then we're gonna, you know, wait as long as it takes to actually get the token effect on the water spirit looking lady there. He really lived with like 30 HP left. Get out of here. Probably should have healed people, but you know, we just kind of play on the edge sometimes. It really do just be like that sometimes. We want slow dash because potentially that'll give us enough time to kill him before he uses his Omni magic on us. Okay. Chill with all that, jeez.
This ends now.
Alright, that's you done with. See if we can get the token on you. Never? Be too easy? Well, that's annoying now, isn't it? I forget if we taught our summoner raise yet or not. I kind of feel like no, but on the off chance that we did. Definitely go ahead and heal ourselves up a little bit there. You don't have raised just yet. I thought about giving it to you too. I think I just didn't have enough at the time to make it happen. Rude. Go ahead and pass out the heals while we're here. People are going to be getting their XP, unfortunately, for this. We do want to use the life fragment. We can't use the life fragment on people within our party. They have to be on the ground right now. Okay, that's a bit of a strange choice, sure, but okay. And then we hit you up with the life fragment. Hopefully you don't get immediately nuked when we bring you up here. You do have enough for the token immediately. Of course, you know, if we just miss it every time, it doesn't matter all too much now, does it?
My turn now.
Alright, everybody keep getting them heals out. Let's get our water healer back in here so we can keep passing out those heals. Our summoner at least has more HP, so we can throw them in there for the time being. I might be going too hard on the token thing, but I do want to get all the tokens at some point. Even if it's just to say that I got them all.
No rest for the wicked.
Just guard up while we wait on him to hit this token proc here. Go ahead and pass him some more mana as well. We have 2 people with water resistance in now, so we should be taking a lot less damage from the Omni Water. And we did get the capture there. Good thing we did go this way, because we actually did get a reward off of it. We got a life core, don't know exactly what that means for us, but we did get rewarded one way or another. Alright, so we want to go not through this one, but the one on the left here. Making sure we can't go any farther this way. It does not appear to be the case, unless I could have swiped it, but I don't think so. Yeah, no, it just turns me back around. Alright, well, let's see if we can make these jumps here and not die for once. Easier said than done. Alright, so we have a path over to the left there. What about on the right over here? On the right, we have a door to go through. The question now becomes, door or go through to the left? Last time we got rewarded from going to the regular path here, so let's go this way. This leads us out to a door all the way over there. Okay, so maybe we'll leave that as an option for the time being. Let's check out this other area, shall we? In theory, there's like a teleporter still somewhere around here. So there is a way to get out of this area. Question is it the way we want to go? And unsurprisingly, the answer is I don't know. We're running low on mana here, which is unfortunate. Not too much I can do about that. We can switch over the party a little bit to try and make up for it. You're still hitting your tokens out here. You could be a healer in case we actually need you. That seems fine. Our soldiers are pretty good, like, just all-arounder. Kind of just does whatever we need them to do. This is concerning. Alright, so start trying to hit those tokens. Alright, well, you know, sometimes you just get lucky. Our healer's not doing nothing, so we're just gonna have him chill. The poison would probably work very well on these guys if we can get it to stick. Which, based on the sound effect, it sounds like it actually did do that. Our healer actually managed to dodge that attack there, interestingly enough. I don't think I've actually stolen from these guys yet. I should probably do that just to check what items they have. Clear costs 25 MP? Holy, okay, I didn't think clear was so mana intensive, but apparently it is. That's like a quarter of my mana currently. It's probably not too bad later on, but for the current time, like, man, that's a lot. He's got the regen on him, but that also means he's not attacking us this turn and gives us another turn to try and go for another token. Did not happen. Probably could have went for a steal chance there, but not too concerned about it. I was thinking those guys were going to be a little more of an issue than they actually were based on their design there, but that went down relatively well. Is this a mimic chest or something like that? Surprise attack. Oh, okay, well. Looks like we're getting surprise attacked out here. Oh, wait, you get the attack first? Evil. Alright, well, let's see if we can turn you into a token here. Not so much. Okay. That was meant to be a heal and not a defend, but I mean, you lived for it, so I guess it's worthwhile. See if we can get the poison on this guy here, since we can't token him, just so that way we can get him out of the way quicker. Why are you guys so quick? Come on, hit that token. Do it. Ah, but... Well, definitely got to get the cures out here. Such a good heal. As you would hope, considering he's basically our dedicated healer, but man. We didn't actually get the poison on you, huh? That's unfortunate. We did kill him off there, so now we've just got one enemy to actually worry about, so this shouldn't be too bad. You don't have any more mana, so we'll definitely go ahead and throw another ether on you. By that, I mean throw it on our tank. I suppose that's fine, because we can just use her as the secondary healer for all the Omnicasts that are going to be happening. Our healer resists water, naturally, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Can use our soldier to heal up our tank a little bit. Can use our tank to heal up our tank a little bit, and they're pretty well off now. You actually are getting the ether this time. There we go. Now we just wait on our token attempts until we actually land one here. Heal up as necessary. The fight's already over, basically. We're just waiting on the token attempts. That still did a good bit of damage for, you know, not actually, or at least attacking into guard. Alright, so we lowered its health. I don't think it actually helps with the capture attempt. But, I mean, you know, as soon as I say that, we immediately get them, so it's hard to tell. Man, okay, so that's actually a good thing to know, is that there are not necessarily mimics, but they are booby trap chests at some point. Nothing for you, not surprising. You, on the other hand, plus 10 strength, plus 3 magic. Interesting. It's said that creatures killed with this sword will see their souls guided to the underworld, bearing its mark, and are thus granted passage. Interesting, so we got a weapon for our soldier there. Plus 10 strength seems like very good. So certainly happy that we ended up getting that. Looks like there's a path out of here. The question becomes, do we actually want this path? Because there is a path back over here that we didn't take. Every time, press the wrong button. Alright, so there's nothing in this area. At least no way out of this area, so it should just be loot for us. We picked up some ethers, which is very good for us because our band of supply is running quite low at the moment.
This'll be over quick.
We did get the preemptive strikes, so let's see if we can get ourselves yet another one of the tokens off this big guy here. And we did get it immediately. You do love to see that. This is a preemptive strike, so we basically get this free turn to kind of just wail on this dude here, and, well, sometimes that's just all you need. Trap chest? Not a trap chest. Alright, just some money. We'll take some money. Alright, nothing extra fantastic out of here, but we also did clear, this dungeon for the most part, unless there's a dungeon boss that isn't the Astria or the Anun, whatever you want to call it, the boss of this dungeon. Every time, press the wrong button, man. Okay, so we want the top left path. Kind of wish they kind of just had the map displayed, maybe in the right corner, or top left corner or something. Seems like that would make more sense rather than just having to pull out the map each time, although maybe the map gets more intensive later. So if the exit's out on the right, or on the left side, let's check out the right side here. Well, who are you? We will absolutely attempt to try and turn you into a token. It's just that easy. The token is so hit or miss, man. Sometimes you get it immediately, sometimes you just don't get it at all. Like, it's so... oh, man, it's such a gamble. But being able to potentially insta-kill certain enemies you'd rather not fight is pretty nice. It looks like we could actually, in theory, go out this way, although I would need, like, a double jump or something, or be able to vault over it, which doesn't appear to be the case. As far as I'm aware, there's not, like, ways to hug the wall and whatnot to get higher up. It kind of just exists at this point. Alright, so that's the way out, but we have more areas down here, as well as another fight over here, so we'll definitely take that opportunity. No preemptive strike, but more people to attempt the token here. Man, sometimes, man, them tokens work out. Other times, not so much. I do like how when you actually equip a weapon in this game, it actually does give you the look of the weapon, rather than just giving you the stats. Because, you know, some games do that, and it's kind of just like, I wouldn't say it's lazy, it's just kind of strange. Although I could definitely see the argument for people saying that it's lazy. The fact that they don't recreate every weapon in the game. Of course, that takes, you know, a lot of time, which is going to take a lot of money, etc., etc. So I can see why they don't do it for some games. It is a nice touch when they're able to do so. Interesting that you can get a shield there. The witch's hat, presumably, you know, actually goes on a sorcerer. Who would have thought? So far, I'm not seeing anybody actually able to use the thing, though. Is that right? Really? Nobody can use that? Consumable, weapon, shields, helmet. Can equip Black Mage's Harnesser, White Mage, Shaman, and a Chronomancer. Interesting. We haven't leveled our stats up forever in the Ascension tree so far. We may as well take a look at that. I mean, we did beat, like, the dungeon boss in this area. We should have something to work with here. Scan. Displays the target's HP and weaknesses. Yes, absolutely. Give me this. I remembered I went down this area for a reason. Plus 70 max HP or plus 70 MP. Oh, absolutely. We will be grabbing that. Probably for the MP at this rate. The HP would be nice. Free Explorer allows you to instantly defeat enemies 10 levels below the party's average by slashing them before entering combat. Items, XP, and SP are claimed automatically. Yeah, that sounds extremely good. You know, that sounds pretty good. I mean, a way to save me from farming? I mean, you got my attention at that. Deals physical damage to all targets. Oh, baby. Some actual AoE? I mean, it's on our tank, so I'm not sure how much I'm expecting out of that. But that sounds pretty good. We don't have enough for it at the moment, but man, does that sound good. Multiple hit, 3 to 5 hits to random enemies. How does that work with the single target, though? Presumably it goes for all of them, right? It's not just going to cut you short on, like, the first hit. But the ways that games implement a skill like that definitely tends to vary. And sometimes it's a variance in a good way, and sometimes it's a variance in a not-so-great way. Echo here. What do we want out of you? Omni Cure? Oh, absolutely. Give me an Omni Cure. Man, that would have been helpful in that fight. Although I don't think we actually had enough skill points or whatnot to acquire it at the time, but that would have been helpful. I think there was a skill over here I wanted last time. Guaranteed success for the Steel and Mug abilities. Yes, absolutely. We will absolutely start working our way towards that. You had me sold at guaranteed. HP or MP? Definitely MP at this point. I think I've always picked MP at this point, which might actually be a throw. But our HP is more or less okay for the time being. What did I want out of this? Omni Water, and then we got just medium water. Blossom, 5 MP each turn. Or 5% MP each turn. Not sure. Are we able to start from anywhere on this weapon? No. I guess just closest to that. That's considered locked. So we did have to get these original skills. Like, there was no way of not getting those. So we're forced to get this one. HP, MP. You use so much MP. Like, I gotta go for the MP. Water. You don't have access to water? I guess we'll grab water just for the sake of getting the elemental. Grease is resistant to mute by 100%. That'd be really good for a mage since, you know, I can't really have you being silenced and doing nothing. Omni Fire, though, I mean, anytime you offer me some Omni magic, it's very hard to say no. They know what I want. Unfocus, 50% chance to inflict unfocus on a single target. See, here's the thing, right? Because is it 50% chance to inflict unfocus on basic attacks? Is it on every skill? Is it on summons? Like, I need more information and it's just not going to tell me, so I can't really be convinced of it. Increase the number of available support slots by 1 does sound interesting. I don't think we've actually ran into a support slot thing at the time. So, we'll leave that for the time. Of course, I was looking for Rays on my summoner, but we didn't actually have enough to get at the time. So I was like, where is it? And it's like, you just don't have enough? I don't think I'm necessarily sold on that just yet. Restores 5% of the user's max MP when dealing damage. Sure, I don't think MP's too big of an issue so far, but considering they give us 3 things of MP over here, that's not bad. Detect the target's weakness. Sounds very good. Start working our way towards that. Although we could go through this way, and then we could pick up all this MP stuff. That's probably better. I don't have too much at the moment for that just yet. Having access to the water blade sounds good. Having good access to ice. Arrow, 10% chance to inflict Bind, Confusion, Mute with each physical attack. The chances just aren't high enough for me. I'm not entirely sold on that. I don't think we actually have any access to ice at the moment, or at least not too much. I think maybe our sorcerer has it. But other than that, I don't think we have that. Access to wind. Anytime we can get extra access to elemental skills, they'll definitely start picking that up. Haste. Maybe. Restores 5% of max MP when defending. It's not the worst. Restores 10% of max HP when defending. So you're kind of like a, you're like a secondary tank, I guess? Not 100% sure how much I care about those. MP gift, transferred. You seem to be a bit more of a support than I was thinking you were, based on so far. Omniforce. You don't seem to learn anything. Omni-Umber. That's not bad. Air strike. Jump during the current turn. Hit the target with powerful physical. Next turn. Display an open treasure chest on the map. That'd be nice. I think we go down this line. Everything's so expensive down this line, but definitely take it. Our tank is finished for the time being, so that looks to be everybody. We might be able to make that quicker in the future. I just had to look through everything to make sure I was getting the skills I wanted there. Alright, where are we at in them? Looks like one of these doors connects to the other door, or the door we just went through connected to this one, which is probably more so the case. Kind of weird that you'd have the other one written all over it. Looks like there's a door to the right. There is a teleport right here. We'll use this as an excuse to go back to the city. The reason being is that we are we're pretty out of mana at the moment. Alright, it didn't actually take me to the right spot that I needed to be. Alright, chill here for a few seconds while we get our mana back. It should revive everybody as well if they weren't already. So everybody's got everything that we need back there. We can teleport back to the teleport that we were just at and continue on from there. We were headed right, correct? I believe so. Alright. Well, hello there. I guess we're finding you.
Stay alert.
There's quite a few of you there. Omni Water, okay. 230? You what? Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we know we can token you guys. I feel like I need an Omni heal about now, because if everybody starts attacking me here, this is gonna... Ooh, and they've got confusion. That is absolutely terrible. I'm not supposed to be here, am I?
I'm ready.
I can't run? Well, I think I'm about to get wrecked if that's the case. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess go ahead and Omni Cure for the rest of us.
Here we go.
Go ahead and throw Life Fragment. Life Core is 100% of your max HP, so definitely don't want to use that unless we absolutely have to. Scan displays the target weaknesses. Go ahead and make sure you have enough HP in theory for the time being. I mean, you did one-shot one of these guys with us with that token transformation. 2 of them now. Omni Stun? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Omni Stun. This is a joke, isn't it? Clear? Oh man, I don't even have like an Omni Clear or nothing. Alright, well, I should have maybe cleared our tank at this point. Not our tank, but our Token Man, because Token Man so far has been putting in work. Cleared 2 of them out for us with just token uses. Omni Stun. Oh my gosh. This is gross. Stop it. Get some help. And then you confused my... Oh my... Can I switch you out while you're confused? Is that a thing that can happen? 6 turns of confusion. What an actual joke. Oh no, that's level 6. It's just 3 turns. I say it like, oh, it's just 3 turns, but you know, man, everybody's stunned. You need a heal at this point. Probably go with an Omni Cure at this point. You have the mana to do so at this point. You're still stunned. Everybody's still stunned. It's life is pain. Yeah, that hurts. Yes, please hit my water guy with all the water moves because he can tank these for us. Get us back up with the Omni Cure here. Omni Stun, man, that's just disgusting. Infuse, really? Well, you immediately broke the confusion, so you kind of played yourself on that one. I'll take that. Finally, somebody that can actually hit. Beautiful. And we just unlocked multi-hit too, so if you can just wreck these guys, that'd be great. Our tank is still stunned. You have an Omni Cure? Give that to me. Are you kidding me? Oh. Alright, so you guys are apparently extremely weak to token, and I am all for it. I am absolutely all for it. Our tank only has 1 set of stun left on her, so we may as well just keep her like that. Get this multi-hit out here, see the damage we can do. We actually did roll max all 5 on that. We did clear the ad. It's going real well right now. Let's go ahead and scan you. You're immune to scan? Huh? Yeah, sure. I highly doubt that we can token you, but I'll throw it out there just, you know, for the idea. Yeah, that's about what I figured. It was the Copian token. I had a feeling it wasn't going to work to begin with, but I was like, what if it did, though? You know? If you can't summon ads, like, you're pretty much done for at this rate. I wouldn't taunt you, but there's really no reason to when you can just, you know, just chill. Omni Stun. You're so gross. You know that? You're so gross. Can I steal from you at the very least? It said I missed, so in theory I can. Man, it would have been very lucky if we had been able to get that legendary thief or whatever they called it. Steal. That would have been helpful. Well, let's see if we can get the steal off here. And we did. We got a panacea out of it. That's pretty good. I don't know if enemies in this game actually have more than 1 item to steal from them. I'm going to assume no. Because otherwise you could just farm you could just farm bosses and stuff for their items, right? It did say miss. It didn't say that they didn't have anything or that they were immune to it or whatnot, so in theory they might have more of them. Okay, so the Omni skills seem to be costing them focus here. That's fine. We can leave you down for the time being. Not too worried about that.
My turn now.
I do need people to heal up, though.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, everybody just chill out for a little bit here. Omni Water, you should be able to live through that, and you did. Omni Cure, not going to do too much for us at the moment here. Although if this guy just uses the Omni skill again, he's going to get wrecked. I should have healed my actual healer there, so that way he can heal others up again. I probably should just be switching them out for other people to actually be able to tank it at this point. Let's make sure everybody that is up can take a hit. You're probably gonna immediately go down after everybody of you here, knowing my luck, but we'll attempt it anyways. Even though we don't necessarily need you at the moment, because like, if we can't token and we've got the steal out of the way, there's not a real reason for you to be here. In which case, we'll probably switch you in for somebody way tankier and actually has mana at the moment. Our knight is basically out of mana anyways, we may as well take him out. Our tank, for the time being, is fine to just chill. Ow. Just keep them Omni Cures coming. Go ahead and heal our tank a bit more as well. Omnicure, alright, Omnicure on you is actually not that useful. On us, it's fantastic. Give our healer a little more mana back. You weak the dark by chance? You know, just if I had to throw it out there. No? Okay. I mean, you're apparently immune to our scan for whatever reason, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of the scan ability, but hey, what do I know, right? You weak the fire by chance? No? Alright. Wow, why did that hit her so hard? I guess she's got like no magic resistance? Like, man. I guess we'll revive her and then just maybe switch her out for the sorcerer for the magic defense. Because you're getting absolutely wrecked right now. You're pretty much just healing off all the damage, which is unfortunate, but not necessarily unsurprising. Probably gonna hit our healer there with another Ether, but that's okay. Let's try Nyx. You are weak the Nyx. Okay, that's fantastic. Which means we could just keep spamming you with Nyx until you eventually die. We do have resistances on our healers there. Our fencer, I would imagine, would have a little bit of magical defense. Our tank is our tank, so they can be eating those. It looks like we should have the actual team we need here to be able to deal with this. Great. I'd love to see it. Take another Nyx to the face. Omni Water, nobody should die to that. Copium. I don't want to use a life core on you. I mean, really? 100%? I could just switch my tank out. And the reason I'm just not killing the boss right now is because I want everybody to get the XP for it. So we'll actually switch into our summoner here. And then we'll have our summoner raise our fencer lady there. This shouldn't one-shot. We just want to leave them at low enough HP so we can kill them on the next one. And you literally stunned my entire party. You're actually the worst. Oh, boy. Alright, so we gotta hope that we can live through three attacks here. You're actually summoning more people now, which I wasn't necessarily thinking you could do, so that's not great. Especially while everyone's stunned. Okay, now you're just spamming. Oh my gosh, stun is so dumb. Alright, you know, this is just, woo, no, it's fine. I didn't really want to play the game, you know, is the thing. I'm kind of just here to, you know, just sit through all the stuff. Oh, good, confusion. Oh, that's fantastic. Thankfully, our summoner actually, you know, resists this. We can go ahead and actually raise our fencer here. Which is really the only person we were waiting on at this point. Alright, you're back to full HP. We've got so much focus right now. This Nyx Blade should absolutely just destroy your life. Is this going to kill off the summons? It does not. You still have to deal with the summons. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll get blasted. And I'll let you help. You haven't got... You got 0 MP. What do you think you're gonna do? We just use foot force on here. I mean, it's neutral damage. It's gonna do more than our basic attack. Nyx will absolutely destroy this guy. Correct. And we just hit you with another Nyx because I believe focus doesn't carry over the other battles, in which case that'll work out for us. We did get our fencer up, so they will get the XP for that. We're getting some level ups as a result. Water Bearer. You acquired the power of the water ring. Yulin can now charge the water ring near water sources to transport water to a magic plate. To charge it, press R2 near a water source. Make sure the water ring is active, otherwise it won't charge. Transporting water from a source to a plate is the key to raise or decrease water level in some places and unlock new paths in dungeons. Okay. R2 near a water source. Now that you own more than one ring, you can switch between them using R1 or L1. Make sure the one you want to use is active. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so it specifically wants this area for me to use the ring in, I guess. Okay. Or it wants me to stand under this waterfall? No, it wants me in a different location. Okay. So it looks like there's actually another door in this area. Not surprising, considering we have that over there. Okay, so it specifically has to have that positioning. Got you. And we go ahead and throw the water from over there. It's over here. Wow, the water raised. Who could have seen that coming? Almost like they showed in the tutorial or something. What? No. We originally came from that door, correct? We did. And there's a door all the way over to the right over there, as we can see. I'm just making sure we didn't miss anything on this right end before anything happens here. We actually could go reset our mana, but I think we'll go ahead and do just that. In case we run into anything else, so that way we'll be actually ready, and that way we stop using more resources than we necessarily need to in here. It's just like running back to the Pokemon Center, you know, except it's a city. And actual characters, and not Pokemon. Alright, you know what? It may not be the same, but it works. Hopefully this actually put me in the right room. It did. Alright, so we're going to just continue on our way here. We may or may not have to reset the water. No, it looks like it actually remembers if we did something or not. Sometimes they don't in the dungeon crawlers. You know, sometimes you're just not that lucky. And thankfully we were in this one. Alright. It doesn't show that there's... Oh, no, there's two different positions in here. Okay, fair enough.
Time to fight.
We did get the preemptive strike. Go ahead and token them just because they've got, you know, like 2k HP to burn through, which is not exactly ideal. Go ahead and just guard with our healer mage. Get our multi-hits out there. Interesting, the multi-hit can actually crit as well. I figured that would be a thing that could happen, but it's nice to see that it's actually confirmed with that use there. It is extremely mana intensive for our soldier though, considering this man has like no MP to save his life. Not that you expect him to have that much, right? Because, you know, it's just a soldier at the end of the day. See if we can get another token out of him. Not so lucky in that regard. We can have you attack for your 100 damage. You know, you can act like you're helping here. 391. Slightly not enough to make sure that we get the kill there. That does mean we get another token chance at least. Have I not stolen from these guys yet? I should probably attempt to steal before he ends up dying here. We don't want to use the MP because we can regen HP outside of combat, so we may as well not if we don't have to. We are getting some level ups. We did get ambushed in a chest here. It seems to be the same setup as the last chest, so maybe all trap chests are the same within the area, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, they could have been more creative with the ambushes if that's going to end up being the case. Or we could have just lucked happen to roll into these ones, so, you know, it's a little too early to say. Really, you gotta do that after I just healed? A little rude, don't you think? So, you know the gist of it by now. Take out this guy because for whatever reason he can't be tokened. You, on the other hand, can be tokened. And I would not mind more tokens of you. Probably didn't even need to waste the heal there. But went ahead and did it anyway, since we just got our mana back not that long ago. That guy was basically living only because of the fact that he had the heals from him, as well as the extra defense from the skills there. We did lower your HP. We still didn't get you. Still not entirely convinced that lowering their HP actually makes a difference for us. But I mean, if we had the opportunity to, alright, well, you know, when they land a crit, it kind of defeats the purpose of that, but hey, you know, it's fine. Seabees? Is that what it said? Alright, well, that looked like the Summoner book, in which case we can give you something slightly better here. Plus 11 magic, plus 3 strength. Okay, I mean, that's definitely better. Legend has it that this book can only be wielded by a virtuous person and will bring them true happiness. Well, have fun with your new book, I guess. So there's two different ways. There's top right and bottom right here. Question is, which one do we want?
Let's finish this ASAP.
You guys again. I'm always going for the token chance, man. I mean, it's too good when it actually works out. Like, it's actually too good when it works out. Yeah, that hurts a little bit.
My turn now.
Alright. As you probably expect, just focus down these guys, get them out of the way, keep going for that token transformation. If we get it, cool. If we don't, we don't. Nobody's really hurt to the point where they actually need a heal at this point, so we're alright with just leaving them the way they are for the time being. Once the Omni Water starts coming in a bit more, it'll be a bit more concerning, but for the time being, if they're gonna keep wasting heals on their sorcerer guy here, then we're all good. We can just have you defend. You already resist, so between a resist and a guard, you should take like no damage from this. Yeah, 25 damage, that's nothing. Alright, that's about as weak as we can get you, realistically, without killing you. So if you want to land this token transformation, that'd be great. Alright, well, we can throw out one Omni Cure because I think it's going to use Omni Water at some point here, so at least it'll reduce the damage and the chance of it dying here. Everybody can just guard up until we get this token. Come on now. Alright, well, I mean, you don't have to be like this, you know, you could just make it easier on us. Let's go ahead and just guard everybody up as per usual. Come on, token, don't fail me now. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta convince the game into giving you the token. We also did get an achievement for impenetrable wall right there. That's probably just for spamming defense long enough. We'll go bottom right since we're right here and just check out what bottom right has for us. It looks like it might actually split off into two different directions here. There's really nothing else in this area. I mean, there's that top area, but maybe it feeds back in through the top somewhere over there. Yeah, let's keep it going, shall we? Alright, you know the gist of how this goes. Just get the token, make life real sorts of easy. Alright, well, you know. Can't always have it so easy, now can we? That impassable skill is pretty nice. Being able to just buff your physical and magical defense in a single turn is not bad. I do kind of wish it actually said how much it actually buffs it by. I imagine it's probably like 20% or something. We did get the token. See, why couldn't all just fights go that easy? You know, it could. It doesn't always happen, but it could. Alright, so we know there's a door that way. We're gonna check out the top right section if we're able to in this area and see if it leads us anywhere different. Oh, we have Serpent Dude this time. Okay. I don't suppose you can get tokened by chance? You can get tokened. Well, you know what that means. Go ahead and have you just guard up for the time being, healer mage. You hit me with Mew? Oh, you suck so much. Alright, well, that just means we'll just kill everybody else before you do. Multi-hit? Do we really need the multi-hit this? I mean, it's honestly not the worst, so why not? Of course we crit the, of course we crit the snake that I was gonna try and token, and then the other one that I could have tokened, but, you know, I picked it. I knew there was a potential for that to happen. It happened. And, well, you know, now they're dead. That's alright, it won't be the last snake we ever see, Copium. Alright, what do we got on us this time? Double snake, alright. Alright, just get in the token if you would. Make life a bit... No? Alright. Really? That's just a little rude, don't you think? Well, I guess it was a good thing we defended with him, the fact that they both wanted to attack him there. We'll kill off the water lady, and then we'll just attempt to token the snakes. We probably have enough of the water lady at this point that we probably don't need to keep tokening them every time. You really lived with, like, your 2 HP. Get out of here. Snake's doing Mew. Not exactly what you would expect out of a snake enemy, but, you know, I mean, if it works. My turn now. You're muted, that's fine. Probably just cut it down to one snake just to reduce some of the damage that we're taking here. You're still muted. I can't actually see how long you're muted for, unfortunately, due to it being cut off on my screen here. I tried to see if there was a way I could adjust for that, and I really didn't see one, so we're kind of stuck with that the way it is currently. So we're just gonna have everybody guard for the time being until the mute wears off. Still muted for one more turn from the looks of it. I hope that the tank, by the tank I mean the snake, doesn't actually mute our token man again. You crit me while I was guarding every time, man. We'll go ahead and just throw a heal over to you just in case. You should be unmuted now. You're really still not unmuted? Alright, well, you can attack this guy for a turn, I guess. Nobody necessarily needs a heal at the moment, so we'll go ahead and just let him chill for the time being. Alright, now it should actually be the final turn of the mute for our token man, in which case we can throw the token out there and hope for the best. And we did get it. Alright, well. If only the token wasn't so hit and miss. Alright, what does it look like here? It does feed into another area, so there's still that door down there we haven't gone through. And then whatever comes out of this area right here. Oh, okay, you think you're slick or something putting that right there? Everybody's pretty well off here, so we'll just go ahead and fight. The being able to passively heal while walking around is nice. Now you guys getting token just because you got so much HP would be really nice. And there we go, that's one so far. Nobody's really in need of a heal so far, so we can let our mage attack for the time being.
My turn now.
I don't really need any more of you, so you can go. I could have taunted him, but he basically always does Omni attacks, so there's like really no point in doing so. Alright, well, the tokens, oh man. I just got such a love-hate relationship with the token skill right now, because when it works, man, it just makes life so much easier. When it doesn't work, though, you're like, this just, oh boy. But when it works, though, I mean, you take out 2k HP enemies for free, basically. So we've got a door over here, we got a door down below. The question now becomes, which one do we hit up first? And if we hit up one, are we going to be forced out of the dungeon? I'm going to assume that the top area is the quote-unquote correct path, in which case we'll take the bottom area and see if we can find any more hidden goodies out. Everybody should have healed up from the last encounter with how long we walked around there. Well, you're not one that normally spawns with him. We did get quite a few of you in that dungeon boss fight, so I'm not too worried about getting tokens out of you. But if we could, I mean, yeah. You don't gotta be so squishy there, adventurer man, but it's... That defense really didn't help you too much there now, did it? Easy. I probably should be looking into upgrades at this point for our characters. We should at least have some SP on us at this point. MP Saver would be nice. Free Explorer, man. That's probably worthwhile. I mean, 10 levels below is quite a bit at our current time. But it would make life easier. We also do get access to the wave ability if we end up picking it up here, which we will. Alec will probably just follow down this line as well. 35% chance to inflict stun on a single target for 3 turns. I guess that's a passive effect for us. Also does give you access to an extra 70 MP if we can actually get you down to there, which would be ideal. What do we want a +4 to? Probably defense or magic defense at this point. Magic defense seems to just be really bad on everybody so far, so I don't feel too bad throwing it into that. Do we want anything else down this way? Raise would not be bad. Star node 70 MP though? I mean, on our mage, that's pretty good. You get these like baby +2s and stuff, and they're like, or you could have 70 mana, and it's like, don't mind if I do. Thief King increases chance to steal rare items when stealing. Interesting. So you just make yourself like a real thief here. Escape battles with 100% success, not bad. Increase evasion, sneak. Not bad. Mug. MP absorb, okay. Seeing if there was anything that would actually help our token skill out a bit more here. I don't imagine there would be such a thing, but it'd be nice. Summons Migster Miggy to the battlefield, allowing the party to escape and granting a 50% chance to steal rare items from enemies. That seems pretty good. All of this is just straight up stat increases towards the end there, huh? Well, Thief Legend would be good. Thief King would be good. Chance to steal rare items, too. Although you'd probably want guaranteed successes before you would end up going for that skill, right? That'd probably make the most sense. We have enough to get you Omni Fire, which would be good. Omni Water. Talum. I wonder why they put Omni Water this way, because once you have to go through all of this, when you just pick up all these other Omnis before it, unless water's just a better element within this game. But I mean, like, I can pick up Omni Fire and then start working my way through the other Omnis. Like, why would I not pick up these at first? You know what I'm saying? Our summoner here, let's see. Increased by 40. Why is this like a thing, right? Because you've got this one, you're like, oh, you can increase your max by 10, or you can go right over here, spend 10 more and increase it by 40 for 4 times extra for 1.5 times the price. I mean, why would you ever pick this one up then, unless you're forced to do so? But even then, you have multiple ways to get to it. I mean, eventually you probably get them all at some point, right? But it's like, I don't know, why would you go for that at that point? We'll work our way up to that. I think we can go this way and be fine with it. You really don't have much stats. I guess it makes sense with you being a summoner. You don't really need the stats, right? Because whatever you're summoning is going to have your stats. Yeah, you have 0 defense. You also have 0 strength, but we're not using you for the strength is the thing. You don't have enough for anything else over there. Get access to the water blade. Access to more light. We only have the one guy with light, so I'm tempted to get that, except we can't actually reach it just yet. So give me the arrow blade for the time being. 80 for Calamity, or 35 for water blade, and then we could rush our way to the arrow blade. 10% chance. I mean, it's not high enough for me to be like extremely hyped about it. Got enough. 40 HP, 40 MP. Give me the MP. Why is MP so low in this game, man? It feels like you could barely use any skills in here without it actually just like draining you of everything. I don't remember where I actually am in this spot. We're still at the top, right? So we want to go to the bottom. Okay, I guess we're here now. Go ahead and see if we can get a token out of these snakes here. Which we did immediately, too, before it could actually mute us. That's always nice. Omni Water, that shouldn't kill, which it didn't. Is that enough to one-shot? You really live with like 1 HP. The worst? We're finally starting to get some AoE skills of our own, which is beautiful considering we've needed that for quite some time here. I was really hoping that was going to hit Had a feeling it wasn't, but you know, whenever you can hit a token, it's a beautiful day.
I'll take you all on.
Do we want to kill the snake? Do we want to chance a token? We'll just kill it. We got one out of the snakes. We don't need to be that greedy for tokens. Alright, so we're going to take this door on the bottom right, and then we can always check out the top right as needed. You're paralyzed, hit you with the cleave here.
This'll be over quick.
We're actually going to use you to immediately attack here, because I don't want to deal with all these guys here. Let's try our light magic on you. You're probably relatively resistant, but it's probably still better than our regular. It was neutral damage, and you have far more magic than you do physical attacks, so that ended up working out.
Nice.
The snake seems to be purely single target, in which case it makes far more sense to take out the magic users here.
What?
I missed! I'm getting trolled. Alright, well, you gotta go then. I don't want to get hit by all those multi-hit magics.
I'll take you all on.
You missed? Why am I missing, man? They didn't even erase their evasion or nothing. I'm just missing.
Like that?
Throw a token out at the snake, see if we can go ahead and capture one right here. Unfortunately, not the case on this one. You're probably relatively magically defend. Are you kidding me? Why am I missing so much? Are you? There's no way you guys are like much higher level than me or something. I'm just really missing that much. Wave is 16, huh? That's a bit expensive. Definitely throw the token out there while we've got the chance. That's about what I expected. We just need you to do a little bit of damage at this point. You have Omni Cures, a snake? Why does a snake have healing magic? You know, it would have made more sense if it was like shed skin or something like that, but no, just straight up cure magic? What? Curing magic on a snake. You know, you see something new every day. Alright, what are we looking at? There's 3 different doors in here? Okay, well, this is not going to get confusing in the slightest now, is it? I want to say that put us in the middle door, but I suppose wherever we go up, it'll give us a better idea.
What do we have here?
I didn't even know what that did, but I'll take it. Alright, so that opens the left door. I imagine we have to go through something similar on the right here to actually open it.
Focus on the battle.
What? Well, let's see if we can token you. And we did get him immediately. Maybe he's like a rare spawn? Question mark? This leads us through that door. The other door we actually had to do something for, and then we still have that top door on the right. I guess we'll go through this right door as well. Where does this lead us here? It leads us to the top right path, so at least I believe that's the case. So this would have led us to the same area we were just currently in, but through the top area there. Which, if that's the case, then we've seen everything in those doors, which means we can now freely go through this door on the left, because we've gone through everywhere else. Just want to make sure that ends up being the case here. If we do a little quick slide by, I want to say that's the case. I think we're pretty good off. We do get a teleport right here as well, which we'll definitely go ahead and take that back. Reason being, just to get our mana back. We hardly have any Aethers on us at this point. We do have some money on us. We could enter the shop here, see if there's anything truly worthwhile here. Stun ring? Man, that would have been good for that one boss fight. A small boost to agility, +2. That costs 30,000 for a +2 increase? This dude is lit. +1 defense on everybody that can wear it. Seem worth it, man. +1 defense. Nobody can make use of this armor yet. Okay. Everybody else already has that set of armor. Silk Kappa. +3 the magical defense. It's not the worst. +4 the magical defense. +5 the magical defense, but it only works for our knight there. I mean, we've gotten away so far without having to buy anything, so I don't necessarily feel convinced that I need any of it necessarily. It might just make life ever so slightly easier. Apparently there's a teleport that I actually haven't hit back in that swamps area.
What do we have here?
Alright, so we're back in the temple. Just make sure we're in the right area. We are, from the looks of it. The fact that they allowed us to teleport makes me think that we'll be fighting somebody else yet again. And it looks like that's to be the case. Alright then. It also looks like it might actually be the exit to this area. So, you know, he was weak to lightning originally. I'm going to assume that that's still the case, which if that's still the case, then let's make sure we get everybody in here that can use lightning skills, eh? Probably could have switched our tank out, but I mean, she's still got a heal for us to work with, potentially. We're just gonna have you guard, make sure you stay alive so we can keep getting those AoE heals off. I mean, we could throw out a scan just to scan him. I don't think it realistically makes a difference for us. We'll just do a little bit of damage there. Use some of our focus, since we'll get our focus back from using lightning, so that way we can get some passive damage off, as well as increase our focus at the same time. Omni Water, yeah, you know that's gonna hurt a little bit. Our mages, like, did not feel it at all, and they're like, okay, and? Our tank and our fencer felt it a little more. Our tank doesn't need any focus, we can just pass that along. Oh yeah, I can actually use focus from other people, pass it off to other people, and then use that to buff our attacks a bit quicker. That's the thing, right? Rolling Mine. This one definitely hurts a bit from what I remembered. I was immune to something that it did to us. Oh, right, it does confusion. Right, that's pretty disgusting. That would definitely be how I would end up dying in this fight, is through confusion. So the quicker we can take this dude out, the better. That's not gonna kill those, the thing, unfortunately. Everybody else is confused for 3 turns, but I can't really allow for that. So if we get a remedy, we can throw that on our sorcerer, who should then be good. And I believe it's his turn next. It is. We can hit him with Nyx. And I think this will actually kill for us. Oh, you're transforming. Of course you are. Let's say you just had 12k HP. Oh, you got kidding me. You got the attack 2 times in a row? What is this garbage? Okay, well then. And now everybody's confused. Okay, well, I guess that's the first time we've actually died in the game so far. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, what? I can't help but feel as though I got cheesed in that fight. Okay, so he's gonna transform and apparently just attack us like 3 times in a row. I don't know what that's all about, but alright. He really do be attacking us like 3 times in a row, huh? Just pass our focus off the people that can actually make better use of our focus here, because the increase should be better than what our tank can do. Apparently I needed to equip everybody with the confusion ring, since this dude is just spamming us with confusion.
All yours. Here we go.
This ends now.
I'm slightly upset that that went the way that it did.
Let's see.
I mean, who would have known about the confusion? Or not the confusion, but the fact that he would transform, and then the fact that he got attacked, what, 2-3 times in a row right there? I mean, that's pretty cheeky. Rolling mine, okay, so we definitely want to make sure that we heal up from this.
This ends now.
Our healer did attack himself, but it also broke him free of the confusion. We'll pass off the remedy to our sorcerer, so that way he doesn't kill himself or kill our healer with that. Yeah. We'll cast Cure on our healer, so that way, in theory, he should live through this. The rest of it, our stuff we'll use on Nyx right here to start wearing him down a bit. Our healer should be able to take us to full here. And now we're at full HP going into this for when he actually transforms. And I'm all for it now. This should kill? Yeah, because of the extra elemental damage there. Alright, now that we're not getting cheesed immediately, I could taunt him, but like I'm pretty sure he's using all Omni attacks, so I think it kind of defeats the point. And we already know his weakness, so I guess we'll just throw a focus out here for other people to take advantage of. Oh, this dude is gonna light him up with Nyx. Let's go. 1900 damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so you just get multi-hits every time. That wasn't just being cheaty. You just get that all the time. Okay. Alright then. That's... You know, the more you know. You really did... When it said 12k HP, you really do have 12k HP. Alright then. We can just keep passing off heals, whatever we need with our tank, since it doesn't seem like he's very interested in our tank at the moment. Not that I could say I'm too surprised at the fact, considering our mages are kind of just blowing him up at the moment. Well, since nobody needs anything necessarily at the moment, we can go ahead and pass off some mana to our sorcerer here so he can continue his magic spin. Alright, fair enough. Keep them Nyx blades coming. Use our tank to heal up our healer.
Ready for action.
And hit him with our Nyx. Fish Rain. Okay, this is the concerning attack because this is where he landed all the confusion before. He did land 2 sets of confusion there, which I hate the idea of. So the question now becomes, who are we more concerned about confusion? I'm gonna say our mage, but it looks like ours that aren't confused can actually get rid of all the confusion before it becomes an actual issue here. And now we should be able to spam it with our attacks as if nothing ever happened. Easy, except for the fact that we're slightly weaker off in terms of the HP department. But at the very least, I would imagine our tank is going to be able to live through this. That water skill is going to hurt, but considering we actually resisted it there, we'll be okay. Go ahead and throw out the Omni Cure. Thankfully, our dedicated healer has quite a bit of magic on him, thanks to some of the items we found in the dungeon. So we should be able to just deal with this guy relatively easily, unless, you know, he has a third form. This isn't even my final form. Hopefully that doesn't end up being the case, but it looks like we went ahead and beat him. Alright, so now that we know how to not get cheesed... Oh man, I should have went the other way. Oh no, we checked everywhere else, right? So we should be good.
Asking for their aid and forgiveness if we were at fault. Have you come in answer to our prayers?
Thank you, demigods. We're right not to forsake our prayers or quench our thirst.
You've grown into a fine young man, Echo.
You do our generation proud, Echo. But why did the Astrae attack our town?
Have you been eating Harmel?
We cannot survive on land without it. That's very true. Yes, but there could be one rotten pesca among us who isn't eating the fruit. We'll ask the king to redouble surveillance.
That'd be wise.
You have
There
to
are a
eat
lot
the
of you
fruit,
after.
I guess. All
The
right. well.
Migmies are our rivals. I was joking. Just trying to ease some of the tension.
Not a very well received
We
joke,
should
but
be
all
heading
right.
back to our town. We're no help here. All we can do is keep eating fruit, praying, and rebuilding our homes.
You don't say.
It doesn't seem the Pesca have done anything deserving punishment.
Yeah, they're fools all right, but that's no sin.
Can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
Absolutely not. You know the guy so well. Well, that should be another Astrae or whatever for us. Maybe, maybe not.
This crest is
Ah, right, the crest. Crest, emblem, whatever they want to call it.
Receive it.
What should we tell Goddess Yuno?
We should report to the king first. He'll be relieved to know we defeated the noise impersonating Anun.
They call it a noise, but I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but whatever you say. Alright, so we can check the map one last time. Yeah, so all of those we passed through because it has the line through them, so we've been throughout those areas. That door went to that door. That door passes back to those two. Not exactly the most intuitive of things to read, honestly, but I believe we've gone through everywhere at this point. We're here now, I guess? Oh yeah, the Have Valley.
Hey
of
there,
course.
fella. You're a clever one, aren't you?
Well, we're here now.
And so we're still trying to work out why your town was attacked.
I see.
You'll just have to keep eating the Harmelon in the meantime.
The Pesca have by far been the most blessed by harmony. That we should be suspected is unthinkable. You will relieve Goddess Yuno of any doubts she may have about the Pescas.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
If you'll excuse me, I must reassure everyone.
Well, that's that. Time we took our report and headed back. Fedora's waiting just outside the town. Come on, Echo. What are you doing?
Oh, it's gonna kick me out of the city immediately? I guess it doesn't matter too much, considering I can always just teleport back, but still.
I have 3 months left to live, you know. There's no time for love.
And that appears to be the end of chapter 2. Alright then.
Probably not appropriate for me to say this, but I feel compelled to. Why does this have to happen to us while we're on our mission?
Oh, don't be like that. Try to enjoy the moment. Life's too short.
Yeah, only 3 months left.
Gah! Take it easy, would ya?
We've just spoken with Goddess Yuno.
She's now aware of everything, and said she would speak with the Arbiters.
As for the noises in town, several people mentioned they saw them appear suddenly out of the sky.
It seems as if they were summoned. But who summons normal noises? It's unheard of.
It's just one thing after another. I'm at a loss for what to do. I would imagine you all feel the same. We'll just have to take it easy until Goddess Yuno can get back to us.
Well, that didn't take too long, now did it?
Be quiet, Migmies.
So much for taking it easy.
Looks like we're headed to the Arten Valley this time, home of the Arten people.
You all know what to do. Let's survey the town and get to the bottom of this.
Equipping support abilities. Each character can learn support abilities in their ascension trees. Support abilities are abilities that are always active in battle. You can equip them in an abilities section of the main menu. Each character can equip up to 2 support abilities at the start of the game, but more support locks can be unlocked and equip more. The main quest and active subquests are displayed in the exploration on the right side of the screen. You can hide them. Yeah, I know that. Acquiring a main job. Your characters can now learn a main job on top of their base job. When acquiring a new job, a character that has access to a whole new ascension tree with new abilities, stat improvements, and support abilities. But choose wisely, as the choice is irreversible for the rest of your game. Wow, okay, so you really gotta be committed for what you want to go into. Alright, fair enough. What a strange way of going about it. You know, so many of the other games that are similar to this allow you to change classes so easily, so the fact that they lock you into one permanently for the rest of the game is certainly an interesting choice for sure. That'll be the end for this episode. It honestly went on a bit longer than I thought it was going to, but it turns out that dungeon was actually far longer than what the original dungeon was. So, there's that. But hey, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We did end up dying on that one boss. I honestly don't feel too bad about it because we kind of... I mean, he attacked us, died immediately, to come back and then attack us twice in a row, and then he inflicted, what, like 3 out of the 4 of our people? And then the only one that actually didn't get confused was our tank, because the tank has the confusion immunity ring. So in theory, he might have immediately confused all of my people and then immediately attacked them twice in a row, so I literally couldn't do anything. Especially without not knowing the fact that he used confusion there. So I don't feel too bad about that death, honestly. I wish I could have prevented it, of course, but I mean... Who knew that this man was going to have a second form? Because of course he had a second form, right? Well, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys appreciate that video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.